What is up? Gear Squad, ChaingearGaming here, bringing another video, and today we are back again with some Rogue Company news. Again, if you guys have not heard the news, let's go ahead and watch a quick clip.
In our next release, Anvil will be receiving a nerf, specifically to his passive ability. Now, before we get into what the nerf is, let's talk about why we would make that change. Right now, Anvil's passive is really good on both defense and attack. In fact, Anvil has actually played more on attack than he is on defense currently, and that's partly because of how strong his passive is. With that said, we will be removing slow immunity as well as EMP immunity from his passive. Next up is Ronin. Don't worry. Okay, I love Ronin just as much as you. We're doing a little baby nerf to bring her more in line. Ronin's ballistic knife, when it's turned into a trip mine, so when you throw it into a wall and it detonates on proximity, is dealing too much damage. In fact, unless you shoot it, the only counter to Ronin's explosive knife is if you have tenacity. So what we have decided to do is we've brought the damage from 125 down to 100. This now means that rogues who have headstrong won't die automatically to the ballistic knife.
All right, now you guys know the news just as well as I do. We are getting two new nerfs. The pistols weren't enough. We are getting nerfs to two different rogues. They're trying to bring Ronin and Anvil in line a bit, and here was the first blow. Anvil is actually getting a decrease to his passive. He's getting his passive nerf. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, wait, that's it? Just the passive, not his incredible LMG, not his incredible barricade, not his C4, none of that stuff. His passive, well, his passive actually was really strong. Basically, any kind of grenade that was supposed to mess with another enemy, it basically wasn't doing anything to Anvil. He basically resisted all sorts of different types of status ailments to him. So he was basically a running and gunning machine. Apparently, like Scott said, he was actually used more in attack than he was in defense because he could just push straight up to the enemy and of course hold R2, W and R2, or W and click, right? So absolutely big change here, and like they said, they're going to change it so he is now affected by slows. So for example, I think that probably means like the barbed wire that Trench has, and he's going to be affected by EMPs. Now that is a really big deal because originally he could kind of just sit there and his entire barricade, he could just sit there behind that and nothing would happen. But now you technically could throw your EMP over there, it explode, and it could take down the shield, and it could be really helpful. So hopefully we see this buff really helping and kind of stopping him from being able to even deploy the shield or do things like that. So I'm excited to see and test out some of the things that Anvil's going to get, actually be able to have happen to him. But moving forward, that was not the only nerf, right? The other one was Ronin, and just like Scott said, we know you all love Ronin. I feel like Ronin is always the first pick, and to be fair, they did put Dima and Ronin right in the front with the cinematic trailer that they had for the original trailer for Rogue Company. So I'm not super surprised, and Ronin's obviously a cool character. She's also the first person that you play as in the tutorial, but her ballistic knife was a little crazy. The only reason I never thought Ronin was super good was because if you knew where the knife was, you could kind of circumvent it, someone could kind of back out, shoot it. If you really needed to, you could throw a grenade at it, but it was a little annoying. It was crazy. If you did get hit by the knife, which was kind of just like a stick and just move along, it was kind of annoying. It did 125 damage. Well, no longer is it doing 125 damage. It's now going to do 100 damage. Now, a lot of people are probably still like, seriously, 100, that's it? But the nice thing is that now you can get around that by using tenacity or using headstrong. And I don't know 100% of tenacity will do enough, but headstrong definitely will. He mentioned it in the video. If you have headstrong, it'll only do 100 damage. You'll still have the extra 25 to continue moving forward or waiting and getting that that health back. So I do think that that's actually a pretty good change. It's going to not mean 100% of the time that you're going to get downed, and you actually have a counter if you are one of those pushing types that likes to push in and kind of ignore the sounds of the ticking time bomb that is the ballistic knife. So what do you guys think of these nerfs? I'm gonna call it again, guys. I'm waiting for the C4 buff. Oh no, nerf. I'm waiting for the C4 nerf. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, but please let me know why. Either way, I'll see you guys online, and of course, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.